audience. I want you to give her a lot of love. This is Jeannie Lucia.
Hi everyone. I know when you look at me and you said, oh, you know, she's doing a comedy show, you know, wee little lady, what is she going to say and how is she going to do this thing and whatever. And that is this anticipation, right? Wait. And I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to take you way, way, way back to my childhood. And I thought, you know, pretty much when I compare to what is going on nowadays, that time our generation gap with my mother and my parents, it was as wide as the Grand Canyon. And you know, many of you have experienced that, you know, at that time the parents talk to you for two reasons. One is to tell you not to do something or to tell you to do something. And if you don't, you know, that's all there is the conversation. And in my case, I mean, I was not a very smart kid and had very bad memory. So I forget whatever they tell, whether to do something or not to do something, I forget. And being stupid and forgetful is a deadly combination. I'm telling you guys. So I got into a lot of trouble. And the other day I was reading the papers about that Peterson guy who stripped a twig off a tree and beat his little kid, and he got into a lot of trouble. What the heck? My mom used to do that all the time. You know? And the thing is, you are lucky if you're sitting by a bush, you get a little twig. But if you're sitting by a mango tree, you better run for your life. Or climb up that tree as quick as you can and just pray that your mom doesn't know how to climb trees. So either way, you know, you get in trouble anyway. So anyway, that was the parenting or the teaching thing that happened at that time. And there's only one parenting rule at that time. Don't spare the rod and spoil the child. That's all the parents need to know. So if you, for any reason, whatever, you get the twig or you get the cane, right? And that's all you have to remember, that you don't do that. Now when you go to school, you are told the teacher knows everything. And whatever the teacher say, you believe it and you understand that. And of course, that time the teachers were like big and straight-looking and burly. Even for the women. You know, when you want to be a teacher at that time, you have to be either ugly, big, and very stern looking. All teachers are like that. So you look at them and you're so scared and no questions asked. Yeah, it was fine when the teacher said, 2 + 2 is 4. Yeah, okay, who cares? They all test symbols to me. And, you know, math I didn't understand it anyway. So every time there's a test, you know, I get a big 0. And one day, when I come home and my mom asked me, he said, oh, dear, how did you do on that paper, the math paper? And I show her the paper and there's a big 0, right? And then my dad comes home in the evening. He said, oh, did you get the test paper? My mom will say, yeah, she got a goose egg. Yeah, you know, she got another goose egg. Well, one time I actually got 2 right. And the thing is, as soon as my dad came home, he said, what do you know? She got 2 right on a paper. And he looked at me and said, how did that happen? I said, don't ask me. Maybe I'm good at guessing, I don't know. You know, but don't ask me. He said, my dad looked at me and said, I have hope. I said, no. I was thinking to myself, you cannot put that kind of pressure on me. But no, please, don't expect any marks from me. I'm okay with the 0. I'm happy with that. No expectation, no pressure. Yeah. But I was fine. You know, everything was fine until the teacher told me that the world was round. And I'm like, what the heck? He showed us the globe, and there was, and that time when I was little, I was in, of course I brought up in Malaysia, I was born and grew up in Malaysia, and he showed the globe, and there was Malaysia right on the equator. And I'm looking at the globe and the equator, and I said, that means we all are walking sideways around the equator, and then we can fall off anytime. And I'm like, oh no, this is we're walking sideways. And then I look down, I don't see anything, I look up and I see the sun. There's no way I'm going to fall on the sun. No, don't get my butt burned. That's not going to happen. But I saw the moon and said, just in case I fall, maybe I'll land on the moon. So at least there's some hope. So when I had a chance to come to Canada, somebody earlier was telling about Edmonton and all that. You have no idea how lucky you are to be in Edmonton. Try being in Malaysia and you have to walk sideways. Yeah, just, in Canada, we are at least walking upright a little bit, right? In case something happened to the gravity, we can quickly run up to the Antarctic, right? I mean, to the Arctic, and it's okay, we are walking up. But what about the people in Australia? They're walking upside down, and if anything happens, they're not going to be running to Antarctica. Do you know there's nobody on Antarctica? Nobody is living on Antarctica for the reason they've all dropped off. Or maybe they all ran off to Australia. So far we are safe. Canada is okay. It's good to be in Canada. Whenever I go to Malaysia, I make sure I have lots of magnet in my shoes. Just in case. I know they talk about gravity and the magnetic field and all this stuff, but every time I go there, I'm like, I think we're walking sideways. Or I'll look and I said, I hope Venus comes by or Mars comes by, In case we fall, we can just grab one of those planets and land on that. So that's part of my social studies and social, that I got from my social studies. Geography was as much as I go there. So, now back in Canada, Edmonton is a good place. We are safe here. Believe me. Who is the guy who was telling you about Edmonton earlier? I like to tell him, say, Edmonton is a good place. Don't argue with that. We are safe here. Gravity cannot do anything with us. Okay, and I thought that is a little bit of my, comedy day for today, and I'm glad that, you guys will laugh, and humor is a big thing in life.
Awesome, Jeannie, everybody. Folks, whether you're watching Last Comic Standing, if you're fans of that, or you watch Winnipeg, Halifax, and Montreal's comedy festivals, all those comedians got starts, either through friends, family, workmates going, hey, Bassam, you're funny, give this a shot. This is her second performance, you guys, after family and friends saying, hey, come on up and have some fun with us. Awesome. And who knows, you guys, someday you may be sitting in your living rooms with your loved ones, your families, and there's Jeannie on Mill Woods Has Talent. Right on. If that's what you strive for, God bless you. Because I've been doing this for 25 years and I'm still an MC. Thank you, everybody.